Hi guys, this is a tutorial in regards to my accounts session in our login. Welcome to Akbar Travels Online. We are just making and preparing this video just for your assistance, so you will be able to get through the modules very well through this video. Let me go ahead with login first. So there is a module called my accounts in your profile. Whenever you're logging into the profile, you are able to see the front page, which is also known as search page. Okay, on the right hand side corner you have my accounts module, which after clicking on it, there are three sub options for this. That is my account, top up your balance, and sign out. Okay, what my account mean? My account means your agency detail will all be feeded, and some settings are there into this account which you will be able to refer and know the transactions on your agency code. Okay, what is top of your balance? Top of your balance is you will be able to recharge your agency code, that is recharge and get down to the balance to proceed with the transactions. Okay, whatever before that my accounts, there is one balance option. So this balance option actually shows you the available balance on your portal that can be utilized for the service availed, or whichever booking has been done, the amount whatever has been deducted or can be utilized will be shown over here. So whatever the pending balance and the available balance or the common balance is there is displayed in this area. Okay, going on to the my accounts column. Okay, so here we have five modules, more modules in my accounts. The very first one is transaction. Okay, in transaction, the sub point would be itineraries. What is the itinerary? Itinerary is the agent is related to the transaction. That is, an agent, any booking or for any service whichever is made on the under the agent code will be displayed in this area. So that is, you will be able to search the bookings in with the help of the search criteria, which can be a reference number, which we say as a AO number, or can be a PNR, or can be a passenger name, or email ID, or an mobile number. You have to just enter any of the detail and select the criteria and say search. The search will be as per the booking date, or as can be as per the travel date. You have to select the dates. We have given this option also to select the dates, and you will be able to get the transaction for a particular date. Okay, more thing is that you can search the transaction with the help of the services also. If you will select flight, only flight transaction will be able to display, will be shown in the below column. Okay, so for an example I will show you the flight details. So as of now I have selected from 1st of this month. So here we are able to see four bookings which are done for the flights. Okay, two are confirmed, one is on hold, rejected, one is cancelled. So here are the status which are shown, and in this much details are there. The passenger name is also mentioned. The reference number, that is AO number, is also mentioned. Which type of service is that? This is also mentioned. As we have selected the services as flight, we were able to see only the flight details, and the amount is also displayed. If any sub user has processed the booking, that will also display. This is the user which he has processed the booking. Sub user service type will be displayed over here. Okay, so this can be sorted out as per the services. I will select all and search again. If there is any other itineraries, that will also be displayed. Yeah, we can see some insurance has also been booked for this. So that is why if I am selecting all service will be displayed in this area. Okay, this is how the itinerary works. Okay, you can select it as per the status wise also, whether it is confirmed, whether it is cancelled, or it is in progress, deleted, hold, payment. We have a number of status over here. You can search it according to your search criteria. Okay, moving on to the next module, utility. This is a non-air use module. So this will be explained in according to that video. Moving on to the next part, that is a view cancellation. What is view cancellation? View cancellation is also similar to itineraries, but only the thing is that in view cancellation, you will be able to get only the cancelled or the refunded itineraries over here. Okay, whatever whatever AO number are there under these status will be able to see. Okay, this can also be searched through two criteria, search criteria, that can be a transaction ID or can be a cancellation ID, or also you have an option to search it as per the service like hotel, flight, tours, bus, railway, insurance. Okay, so this can also be searched it as booking date and cancel date, and a calendar is also provided to search. I will show you some details like what all plus points are there in this module. The very first thing that if any if any transaction has got cancelled, we required a credit note. So now this we have provided this option, no need to get in touch with account team for an credit note purpose, because your itinerary is cancelled. If it is refunded by the airline, the credit note is uploaded then and there only. Okay, you see, I have some itineraries which are showing as refunded. Okay, just going on to the one of the itineraries, I will be able to get into land a transaction page where this transaction is cancelled and has got refunded also. Okay, here the credit note actually shows. So a button is shown over here, you have to just click on it and you will be able to see the credit note for this. Okay, going on to the same page, you can take the printout and print out, or you can send an email to your email ID. Okay, so for this the comments are also mentioned below. If anything is there, you can also write and comment, because this comment is usually used for sub users and all. You can just comment and keep it, so that whoever is looking for the further bookings will be able to get what exactly has been worked out for this itinerary. Okay, you will be able to see the refund amount whichever you have received accordingly. Okay, and the charges also. Okay, one more thing I think so I missed, I'm really very sorry. uh, this is like in itineraries, I forgot to show you the itinerary detailed format. Okay, so going on to the transaction page. Okay, I will be searching on for a booking. Okay, we already have an confirmed booking with us. Okay, just clicking on to the confirmed booking, we will be able to see if it is agent will be able to take n number of details from here only. He will be able to, like as you can just see, he will be able to take a printout of the e-ticket. He will be able to take invoice printout. He will be able to provide the customer invoice to the customer. He will be able to cancel the booking from here. Okay, so n numbers of details are there. Let me go through one by one on this page. Okay, this is a itinerary page I have searched for. Okay, this is one of my transactions. Okay, going on to the very first point, there you are able to see the two buttons are there: customer invoice and ATM invoice. These are after clicking on this, you will be able to get the directly printout of the e-ticket. You can click on print and take the printout, or else if you wish, you can just enter the email ID and email this to the concerned email address. Okay, so secondly, customer invoice also is in the same format. You can click on that and send the invoice to the customer. Okay, so moving on to the next part of this itinerary will be the print e-ticket option. Okay, So here, if you are able to see that a number of details are given, that name of the agent, okay, the email ID updated and the contact number and the reference number, which is an AO number. So that is also mentioned. The from sector and to sector, whichever he has booked for, is written. Okay, CRS PNR and the airline PNR is written. If tour code any is used, that is also mentioned over here. Okay, the status is mentioned over here, that is confirmed. Okay, if it is cancelled, it will be returned as cancelled. Okay, the itinerary will be shown in a short with and refundable tag. Okay, if you will take a mouse over, you will be able to get that also. The fare basis code is also mentioned. If you wish to see the fare rule, that is also given in a link format. You have to just click on and take refer the fare rule. Okay. Further on to this, we have two tabs called print e-ticket. Okay. You will be, we have given a preference to print the passenger wise ticket copy. If you wish to take a printout for only one passenger, you can go on with that. Or else, if you wish, you can take it for all the passengers. Okay. Either of them. This is an optional thing for you. You can take it accordingly. Okay. The second part is that without fare. Some agent wish to give the ticket copy without fare. So we have that provision also. You can tick on without fare, and the ticket print will be printed without fare. So I will be showing an example format to you. So here we are able to see no fare is provided, but all the details are there, the travel details. Okay, so this is how the without a fare ticket format print is. Okay, so you have two options. If it is with ticket format, I will show that also. You can just say print. Okay, and the print a ticket copy is front of you, in front of you with the fare bifurcation. Okay, so this is how the ticket printout is or works. Next tab, we have a web check-in tab. The agent need not have to go anywhere for a web check-in. If it is there, he needs to open the airline's website and then put down the PNR and search it, and whichever flight preference is there, he can go. This is an hassle-free thing for the agent, and can be providing a quick service to the client. Okay. Clicking on to the web check-in, one pop-up will be getting open and it will be showing the airline details, whichever the booking is for. The booking is for example, this is for Go Airways, G8 is the airline code. The baggage policy is there. After clicking on baggage policy, the page will be taking down to the Go Airways baggage policy, which will be trustworthy for an agent also, which will be trustworthy for agent also to get down to know the baggage detail for that particular flight. Okay, so he will be able to refer this with the link given below. Also, web check-in link is provided. After clicking on that, he will be redirected directly to the platform where airline is providing the web check-in service. He need to only enter the PNR details and the last name or email ID and go on with the seat selection for the passenger. Okay, so this is a good feature we have given. In case if he is required to get in touch with the airline for some another queries, need not have to search for the number and all. We have already provided it over here, so he can refer this and contact airline also. So moving on to the next part of this itinerary, that is uh, passenger details. So if in case he wish to cancel any booking for any of the passenger, he will be able to cancel it passenger wise. Like we have given an button for passenger wise cancellation. Or if he wish to check, he can click it for whole passengers. That is all passengers booking. Okay. Here all tick marks like checkbox are given. You can select it according to the passenger. Here also have to put down the note and say proceed. A request will be generated or the cancellation will be happening accordingly. Okay. The fares are also mentioned over here. The summary which I said. The summary of the fare is already written. Additional SSR has been taken down in this booking. Okay. So additional SSR, that is a special service request like seat, meal and baggage. If he has taken anything, will be shown over here. The breakup is already given in format of base fare, taxes and the markup. Okay, the total fare is given. uh, an option for checking a net fare is also given over here only, like agency detail is the tag name. He can just go and take down the cursor, he will be able to see the details. Okay, so if he has any remarks to be provided in this itinerary, he can directly mention it and submit it, so that he will be able to refer it in the future base. Okay, one more good option has been provided in this itinerary is that if you wish to add a markup to this, he can add it directly putting your the markup amount. The amount will be calculated directly to the markup value. Okay. And if you wish to give any discount to the passenger, he can also give the discount from here itself. Okay. One more option is there, that is email e-ticket. Email e-ticket is simple, that he has to enter the email and send the e-ticket accordingly. Okay, this is how the itinerary opening was there. Itinerary details. Okay, so moving on to the next travel calendar. What travel calendar is? Travel calendar is an calendar which shows you the transaction whichever you have done for a month. Okay, so as of now it is April month. What are the details for which date I have processed the booking? Being an agent, I'll be able to see here. So for an example, I have done one booking for 1st of this month, one booking for 10th, one booking for 17th, 15th, 5th, and 25th. Okay. So going on to that, here actually the display is like this. Here, if it is one, that means one transaction for a day. If it is two, that is two transaction of a day. It can be a hotel transaction, it can be a LN transaction. If it is an hotel transaction, then icon will be added, hotel transaction. Then if it is an other service, then other service icon will be added over here. So accordingly. And if the number of bookings are more, then it will be showing in the count whenever you will be taking a cursor on your that icons, it will be showing according. So this is how calendar is. You have to just enter the date whichever you wish to see. Okay, it will be showing a short detail format like AO number, sectors, PNR and the passenger name, which will be easier for agent to identify and take out the bookings. Okay, this is only one booking, that is why it is showing. If there are a number of bookings, it will be showing accordingly like below. Okay, one more thing, you have to click on, you can click on this and the page will be taken again to the transaction page which we went through earlier. Okay, so this is how you can do it. We have and one more option which I would like to mention you. There are some airlines like SpiceJet and Indigo has activated the reissue format. Okay, so reissue can be done from here only. Okay, uh, whichever the future bookings are there, the reissue option will be activated over here. Okay, he has to just click on reissue booking. Okay, and he has to select the passenger. He has to say submit. The page will be taken down to the search page again, in which he has to select the desired date. Okay, the future date. We'll be selecting a future date for you just for an example. Okay, and say search. The the uh, the availability will be searched in the selected date format, which will be taking down to the availability page, and it will be showing the calculation of the reissue charges. As of now, the reissue charges for this, for an example, this is a reissue charges of 2,500 for this flight. Okay, this is a normal booking, and the ETO service charges are there. So that total it is 2,412 you have to pay for the reissue. Okay, just have to select this and click on book. If you wish, you can take another flight also according to the passengers in preference. Click on book. It will be going ahead with the further page, that is the payment page, the pricing page, the passenger page. Okay, again it will be showing the fare summary and the flight details whichever you have selected for. Okay, yeah, you need not have to enter the passenger detail as it is reissue. Okay, all details are already mentioned and the total only the payment amount will be available and totaled up and provided. If you wish to add any SSR, that is a special request, it can be added in the reissue. Okay, like this it can be added. Okay, he has to just go ahead with the payment option. If he has four options, he can go ahead with any of the options or he can combine it with one another. Like first is a deposit account, we have net banking service, we have card service, that is credit and debit card. We have a new option called UPI which you can use it for the transaction. Okay, and then you have to just say proceed the payment. The after the payment, the confirmation will be generated with a new fresh AO number which will be further you have to refer and you can go ahead with the confirmation with the ticket copy. Okay, this is how the reissue format is. Coming down to the page again, which I said, one more thing I would like to tell you. In that itinerary, actually, you can add the SSR services also from the backend. The SSR service post booking. It can be said as post booking SSR. Okay, went into my calendar, travel calendar. Here that option is like before the cancellation, add additional SSR. Clicking on this add additional SSR, you will be able to, the system will be asking you which type of service you wish to avail. So you can tick on any of the service you required and you can just say submit with a requirement like I want 7 Delta as a seat number. Okay, so you can add it and submit it accordingly. This will be going to the operation team and they will be taking care to add the further things for you. Okay, so this is how the add SSR works. So my calendar was this which I just now explained. Going on to the next module, which is accounts. Okay, so just like a bank account, how you have a transaction list down, like you have done a flight booking, you have done a visa booking, you have done a hotel booking, you have done a recharge, you have done an insurance. So accordingly, what all transaction you have done, that transaction detail will be there in front of you. So I will show you the example, just listing it out. Okay, the account status and the statement. Okay, this is how the short format is there. See, whatever we are able to see, we have selected an other service for other services. We have done one itinerary, we have done flight itineraries for that. So all transaction with the invoice number, with the AO number and with the charges will be shown over here with the balance. Okay, this is how the statement is, how the bank statement is, credits and the debits. This is how the account statement is also there. You can take down the account statements in the time frame of 6 months only. So any 6 months you have to select and you will get the account statement. So beyond 6 months, it is restricted as per the account scheme. Okay, so you will be restricted on that part, but you can take a account statement of six months. Okay, this can be sorted out as per the services also. Have to select the dates from the calendar. You can take it down with a detailed format, or if you wish, you can take a summary format. What is a detailed format? Detailed format is the format where it is shown each and every part of your like transaction, and the invoice number and the charges, the service fees of Akbar, the markup you have taken, the uh, all charges, all markups, all commission, all fare details has been entered over this account statement. You'll be able to get down to this. You can download and take down a detailed format, or if you wish, you can go on with the summary format also. Okay, moving on to the next part, which is a recharge, which can be opened through this right hand side my account top up balance also. This will be coming down and landing down to this page only. Okay, so this is how the you have an option. If you wish, if you have an option for credit recharge, you can go ahead with that and create a recharge. If you have to update the balance, you can use the n number of payment gateway services like UPI, IMPS, NEFT, credit or debit card, net banking, Diners card, cash card, deposit update request can be put. Or if you have done a recharge, you will be able to see the recharge status also. Okay, this is how the recharge module works. Moving on to the next module, that is my profile. My profile actually denotes what all details you are belong to, that will be showing over here. So in the very first page, which you have a right hand side corner, that banner is there, that is your agency logo. So we have uploaded a agency logo which is displayed on the top left corner. Okay, this has to be as per the dimensions provided in the details. Like it has some resolution and some dimension that can be put it over there. After uploading, that display will be displayed as a logo, agency logo. Other all details are also provided over here. If you wish to add the GST number, can be added over here, or other details can also be added. You can go ahead with the profile, the bank account number, account settings, PAN card number. Okay. The second part is there, wherever show hide and net fare option is there, it can be activated from this my profile. Okay, in my profile you have to edit this, you have to tick or untick whatever as per your requirement, and you can save and update the details so that the module will be displayed. Okay, so module appears from here. So next, moving on to the change password. If you wish to change a password, you can go ahead with that. Putting on to the next part password, confirming the next, confirming a password. The same password has to be entered, and reset OTP. Reset OTP. After clicking on reset OTP, after clicking on update, the OTP will be received to the concerned registered mobile number only. Okay, so this will be going to the registered mobile number and the email ID only. Okay, you have to just refer that, enter this, and update the fresh password for this. Okay, next option we have the sub user option, which is there in front of you. After clicking on sub user, actually this is an useful tool which agent can use the multiple login and by creating a sub user. Okay, so if an agency is having two staff, he can create a sub user for that staff and provide it accordingly. Only the thing has to be taken consideration that the email ID and the contact number should be provided for that sub user, because whenever sub user will be logging into the profile, the portal will be asking for an OTP, which has to be entered, and which will be going to the registered email ID and the password. Okay, for the sub user, this actually, if it is not mentioned, this will be going to the main user only. Okay, So the thing is that we have to enter the email ID for the particular sub user and the contact number, so that he will be receiving the OTP and will be able to going to go through the login. Okay. Main agent, main ID can provide create a sub user and can uh, reset the password for him, and can provide a permissions also according to the services. So he can provide an admin rights also, or he can provide the necessary whichever he requires. He can provide the necessary part of the service to the sub user. Okay. In related to sub user, we have two more options which can be gone ahead. That is sub user usage limit. Okay. What sub user usage limit is there? In suppose I have a balance of 24,000 something. So I have provided a 10,000 usage limit, that is sub user usage limit for this sub user. So the thing is that the sub user will not be able to proceed any booking beyond this limit, given limit. If he wish to proceed this, he has to get in touch with the main user and get the sub user balance updated. So that once he is updating the balance and increasing it for the same, he will be able to proceed with the booking beyond this amount. Okay. So show amount will be showing that how much amount he has utilized, that is used balance. In this amount, suppose we have given 10,000 and he has done a booking of 5,000. So it will be showing usage limit is 10,000 and used balance is 5,000. Okay. So it will be according to the sub user's usage limit. Okay. In one more thing in regards to sub user is that provider disable settings. So main user can restrict the airline to the particular sub user. As we have shown here, the restricted part is an Air Asia and Fly Dubai. For this sub user, he can select the airline and he can provide disable the airline for that particular sub user. The thing will happen that whenever sub user will be searching for that availability, wherever whichever availability this flight will be there, this flight will not be displayed. So this is how he can disable the airline for the sub user. Okay. So one more moving on to the next part, that is markup setting. Okay. Markup is that he can actually upload an individual markup to individual airline. Okay. That can be any of the airline which is list down the below. Okay. So he can add an individual markup for as per the booking wise or as per the cancellation or reissue wise. Okay. He can add this markup over here. Okay, if in case he wish to add a bulk markup to all the airline, he can click on all airlines and add a bulk markup over here. One more advantage is there, some agents wish to add it according to the percentage wise. So agent can add this markup according to the value, or according to the percentage on base fare, or according to the percentage on base fare plus YQ, so that he can add it according to these three criteria. Okay, this is how the markup works. Okay, next moving on to the module, that is client profile. If a client profile is a regular customer of your agency, his client profile can be saved out at the time of booking, or you can add it from here also. Add a new profile, you can add the profile over here, so that whenever at the time of booking, whenever he is entering a few details, that is TES, he will be able to get the drop down box on the passenger page, where he'll be able to get the all the details whichever you have mentioned and save over here. Like you need not have to enter the passport detail and the expiry date for that particular agent if it is a frequent flyer number. So he will be able to manage out from here itself. Okay. So here are few means we have added whatever we have added, we have this much of clients are there. We can manage it from here by deleting this also. Okay. This is how the client profile can be saved or deleted or managed. Okay. Moving down to the next tab, that is set default tab. So how this set default tab works? So in the select tab option, we have four services as of now. That is flights, hotels, rail, and bus. Okay. So as of now, we have set as flight as our primary tab. So whenever I am logging into the profile, I will show you. Whenever I am logging into the profile, the first page which will be coming on to in front of me will be the flight tab. If in case my hotel bookings are more, I can shift it to the hotel tab. Updating this is data is saved. Whenever I am logging into the next time, into the profile next time, I will be able to get hotel as the primary page. That is primary tab. Okay. So like this, we can set the default tab for the particular agency. Okay. So this is how that set default tab works. Okay, moving on to the next module, which is sales. Okay, sales module is whatever the sale you have done under the agent code. That is, you have done a bus booking, you have done a flight booking, you have done hotel, airline, cruise, rail, visa. Whatever the transaction has been done, the sales report will be generated from here. Can be generated. This is also having a restriction of 6 months. You can download the sales report within the 6 months of time frame. Okay. So you can select it firstly only you can select it as in summary view, or it can be taken down with a detailed view. This is actually we have provided the report as per the sub sub user is also there, so he can take it as per the agency wise, or he can take it as sub user wise report also. Services can be selected accordingly and the dates. Okay, you have to just say search. So as of now, sub user, I don't think so. Any booking has been done for from my profile. Yeah, one flight test booking has been three test bookings have been done. So that is why it is showing as three. If I'm going as per the agency wise, and if I'm clicking on search, the report will be showing me that there are three bookings done. One is for corporate, one is for a corporate goers, Air India, and SpiceJet corporate. Okay, these three. All detailed view is there as per the sales report. Okay, sales statement. You can take down, the agent can take down the sales statement also according to the service. He can select the date and he can search it down. He can download this also accordingly as per his convenience. Okay, so here we can just see a short report is there from my profile, which is showing the service, the PNR, the travel date, airline code, fax name, the net amount, SSR, if any SSR is selected, net commission is there, and the confirmation is there. So he can go on and take down the sales statement from this module itself. So, hope you understood all the modules which I have just now explained under my accounts. Okay. Thank you for this. Okay. Keep selling.